Hi, my name is Robele Baker, and I'm a data champion in the Operational Analytics Club from Vancouver, British Columbia.
So, Robel, tell us a bit about your background in data.
Yeah, it my interest in data started about 12, 13 years ago. Was a young teenager using Facebook for the first couple of years and read an article about what the actual point of Facebook was and what the business model was and collecting information and using that to advertise. And I thought that was fascinating. I thought that was the kind of the future where the world was going. So a kid in high school was doing decent in math, decided to go to university and study statistics because I just did a couple of Google searches to figure out how do you get into this data science, data analyst world. Was fortunate, got into a school, completed it, and just from there, just started to work my way through my career. Started as an analyst at a investment management company.
I thought I was going to do more data analytics and science, joining that first job, but it ended up being more of a glorified IT support role. But it was great because I was in a department full of data administrators and really talented SQL developers that got my first real evolution in database development and just my SQL skills. So it was great. After a couple months, just switched jobs and continued through there, and been enjoying it ever since. Kind of walking into a room full of execs or a room full of different non-data people and trying to communicate very important business trends and recommendations in the simplest way possible was awesome. These days, do a little bit more data engineering or analytics engineering and try to build data orgs, at least for the startup I'm in. But it's been a great career, and I'm just fascinated and excited to see where it goes over the next couple of years.
Game on. And next question. What do you think the most challenging part of your job is?
Yeah, the most challenging part, I think, is communicating the importance of a strong data organization and data culture. Um, I think sometimes, depending on the organization, you kind of want to make do with as little as possible. But sometimes in data, like actually setting up your warehousing and making sure that everyone's aligned in the company of what definitions means is it's something that doesn't have an immediate ROI. It takes a lot of work, and sometimes that's hard to to complete. But it's rewarding once you're able to convince or work with stakeholders to believe in these type of activities, and it's really rewarding once you go from different teams developing their own Google Sheets ad hoc reports to everyone in the company's aligned on a single focus and working together.
Perfect. And next one, what is your favorite part of the job? And maybe your favorite part is also that most challenging part. We'll find out.
Yeah. Favorite part of the job is honestly just finding an insight or challenging the presumed problem. Um, Sometimes the stakeholders or the business will come to you and they know what the problem is and they'll tell you to find a solution for it. Uh, Revenue is going this direction. Can you find out why? But sometimes you realize that you're not asking the right question and everyone's focused on the wrong question. And when you're able to uncover that and present what's actually happening in the business, it's really rewarding. It changes everyone's frame of mind. Um, uh, and that's kind of the beauty of analytics. It's really not just answering questions and doing always what you're told, but really looking through all lenses of the business and try to solve the real problems that exist.
And fourth question, why do you think community is important in the data industry?
The data industry is changing every month. There is always a new tool. There's always a new trend, and having a community of data professionals of all seniorities and experience levels really gets you to understand what's happening in this industry and lets you kind of be ahead of the curve, or at least on the curve. Also, depending on the organization that you work in, sometimes you might be the only data professional at your company, and you're trying your best to solve a problem. But it's great when you have other peers to talk to and explain problems, and that's something that the OA Club has been amazing with. That you can talk to other data professionals and say, "Hey, I'm having this problem implementing this tool. Can you suggest this?" And then you might get a response, hey, there's actually a much simpler way of doing this. And that's the importance of community. And I've become a stronger analyst and data professional just being around like-minded individuals.
That was like a really good answer.
Thanks.
That was like precise. Very good. So the wild card question. Were you recently in Nicaragua? That's the
No,
for it.
yeah, no, I've been in Guatemala, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru in the last
Are you
5 months.
currently out of the country, or where are you?
I am currently in Lima, Peru.
Okay, so my question for you is, what's the next destination and why?
Yeah, next destination is going to be Mexico City for a couple of weeks. It's a great culture. The people are amazing, and I just wanted to kind of see the city more. And then there for about 3-4 weeks, and then I'm back to Vancouver, Canada. For we'll see.
Have you learned Spanish yet?
Un poquito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the T right. You're saying the T, how they say
Yeah.
it. So that's
Just
it. Un poquito.
it's I can get around. Having a heartfelt conversation is going to be a little tough, but I can order from a menu.
There we go.